eat this from a nice kill I had earlier. We just had a pretty decent update, pretty good size update. Well done, Cold Games. I was going to quickly just list them off and tell you. Okay, we're good on water. We still got to place the base command unit, but I'm waiting on that, and I can tell you why. It's out of trial and error from learning in the past. Basically, in a nutshell, when you place your BCU on the wall of your base, which is this guy right here, when you place it down, it's basically allows advanced build options. So we'll be able to build and craft a lot more things right off the bat. But it also initializes within a couple of days, hunters will start showing up on your map. You can play as long as you want without placing this, and they won't, but you can only play so far. Again, it allows for other build options, so without those other build options, you're kind of stuck to only go so far, but you can still build your base to an extent. At least you can put 4 walls and a ceiling up, basically. And that's what I'm trying to do. As you can see here, we got a little bit going. It's dark, so it's hard to tell right now, but I'll show you more when it's daytime, which shouldn't take long. You can't sleep again in this game and shoot it back to daytime. You got to survive throughout the night. So, but for what you can somewhat see, I have a platform here, 1, 2, 3 foundations. I'm about to build another one to make it a nice 4 square room, and then probably add it out this way some, with a doorway leading out to the water, so I can still get my water. Again, it's just, oh, see, you get that far away from your fire and it's down to 12 degrees Celsius. So you're pretty much bound to your fire during the night. But that gives me time to explain the updates from Cold Games. So we have, just off the top of my head, new glass structures and glass roofs. New roofs you can build with glass in it, which make light come in a lot better. You don't have to use bulbs and fixtures to place in your base, which do help a lot, and they're really nice. He done really well with the effects of those, the lighting effects, but it does affect your electrical storage. It obviously is going to take up room. It's going to take up electricity. We also have deer are now, I was so stoked to announce that we got deer in the map now. So we go from wolves, bear, deer, and cougars. And so deer, of course, is that little balance to where you don't have something that will chase and kill you, but you can still hunt it and kill it and get your food, antlers, animal fat, cloth. You can get a bunch of things from deer. Deer aren't as abundant, obviously, and they can be scared very easily, naturally so. But so you got to be careful when you're hunting those. But they do come in handy because, again, they give you antlers. Antlers is part of the ingredient to making adhesive, which is a new thing also added this update. Adhesive comes in a long ways, and to make adhesive, it's 2 antlers, it's 4 biofuel, and 50 ash. Ash is obviously very easy to get. That's just from your fire pit right here. Go ahead and put more in there. Don't have to worry about it. It's much cheaper, again, to keep your fire going than to have to start it back up. And adhesive goes a long ways, all the way from your glass structures to making claymores. Actually, claymores is not involved in it, but adhesive has a long ways to go, even with, especially with building your structures now. But claymores are in the update, which is 30 gunpowder, 2 electrical components, and 1 iron ingot. That'll give you 1 claymore. And when you place that claymore, you cannot be harmed by it. You can obviously place it anywhere around your base, or even in your base, but you won't be harmed by it. And when you place your BCU, as long as you put, if you're playing co-op and you put your teammate's name inside of your BCU on your players list, they can't be hurt by your claymore either. We also have ladder hatches, which you have to use some adhesive for that. You can, it is 6 wood planks, 4 adhesive, and 2 iron ingots, and 3 metal scrap will make you and grant you a ladder hatch, which is nice because now we don't have to use staircases just to get up to the 2nd floor. You can go straight up. speaking of staircases, we also have armored staircases now, and different variants of the staircase, which I would show you, but that is part of... Oh no, we got wood stairs right here. From right to left now. I know they don't seem like much, but we didn't have that before. But it's very useful, because you can also make them armored as well. And let's see, there's the glass windows right here. You see what they make, what they require. 3 glass panels, 1 metal ingot, 1 scrap metal, and 1 adhesive. You can do curved or a straight wall. You can also do a glass wall here, full. You can do a doorway. You can do a half, quarter, or a curved. I do like the thought of a doorway one. That's pretty cool. Now go ahead and build your base around you as best as you can. There's the glass ceilings. Full, half, quarter, or curved for your glass ceilings. Now those take glass panel, iron fragments, metal scraps, and adhesive. So while you're going around, still collect your ingots off the rocks that you find, even though you don't have a furnace or anything to work with those ingots right now. Still go ahead and collect them, because you'll need them for later. And while off camera, I also went ahead and crafted me a shotgun. I did have more ammo for it, but I had to take down a wolf immediately. But it's very useful for wolves and such. Sometimes you can get them with one shot with this. I'm going to put that wood up and store it away. I still need more fiber. Always need more fiber. There's never a time really when I don't. I'm going to put the biofuel up. We do have some grub, so we can go fishing, but I'm going to save that for when we absolutely need to go fishing. I'll put my fishing pole up. It would be nice eventually if you put something where we can hang on the wall and put our fishing pole up on the wall, or our gun up on the wall or something, so we still have it but doesn't take up inventory space. That would be pretty cool. The hunters, their AI have been tweaked, so to speak. They can cross bodies of water faster now. Not only faster, but a little smarter. So before, they would sometimes get stuck and do a bunch of circles and spin around. Now they don't do that. Not just the hunters, the wolves will do it too. I have recently seen a wolf do it, but I think he's still tweaking on that. And of course, there's still a lot of balancing that's being taken place right now. So especially with the introduction of deer, there's a lot of balancing that Cold Games is still working on. So just give that time, and that'll all come into play. He usually introduces new gameplay mechanics or a new animal or something like that, and then the next update or two is balancing and tweaks. So I'm sure he's right on top of that. Really what I wanted to do was not only just go over the updates, but of course while we're in the game, collect what we need to, like didn't mean to hit that, but like the animal fiber or the plant fiber. And I do need we always need wood. That's another thing we just always simply need. Ooh, one thing I will do is collect from these 2 trees real quick, and I'm going to go down to the base and get the wood out of the chest, 1 stack, and have my character start while we're running. Ooh, medicinal plant. While we're running around checking everything out, I'm going to have him start crafting more wood planks. My goodness. Okay, there it is. Obviously this will take time, so he can do it while we're doing what we're doing. We'll also run around, of course, and collect our packages. I see one right past this tree, just to the left of that bear. Hopefully that bear will just kind of mosey on away. If I had more shotgun shells, I'd actually go for him. Oh, there's a wolf right there. Those growls are kind of a warning growl. Right now he's sniffing up in the air because he hears me, so he wants to sniff around, see if he can spot me. We'll see if we see any deer too. Again, I've came over a hill already once and scared a deer right off the bat, so you got to be careful when swooping around rocks or coming over hills. There just might be one around the corner and you'll scare them off. They'll run for a little ways and they'll just stop. so you can initially just kind of follow them. If you get a headshot, it's dead. But they do like to graze and eat off the ground, so they'll raise their head up and down quite often. Another thing we have is you are able to disable the autosave feature, which some players were saying was giving them lag. Dang, every package I see, a bear's looking over at it. When the autosave would kick in, it would lag their game a little bit. So he did make it to where you can disable that. You just hit F8 to manually save, which I'm sure can be changed in the options menu. Cold Games is making sure for PC players like myself that you can change the controls around to your liking as much as possible. From mouse sensitivity to toggling the run, where you just push it to run, or you gotta hold shift to run. Just things like that. Of course, that and then some. But so he definitely wants to make sure we can make the game as comfortable as we need to fit our play style, and eventually adding controller support. We're doing pretty good on the 9mm rounds, and I'm doing pretty well on bullet casings and the gunpowder for those said bullet casings. So I'm going to probably make some shotgun shells here soon, because we're doing fine on food somewhat. I don't have a refrigerator yet, so of course I can't store any meats, but my character's looking good as far as his meat intake. I probably will need some vegetables here soon, but yeah, as you see your ingots, regardless of what they are, you got to get up close to them. But go ahead and collect them. This is potassium, I believe. Yeah. Go ahead and collect them. You can't do nothing with them as of right now if you're at the stage I am, but you will be, and you'll be so glad that you collected it as you went. Trust me, trust me. I don't see any deer right now. The deer I had seen was near the river. Some people are saying they've only seen one deer and they haven't seen another one since, and some people are saying they haven't seen one at all. So they are free roaming animals. They will free roam throughout the entire map, and they're programmed to go towards areas they haven't been before. So you'll sometimes even see a deer. Well, for example, as you place down more foundation to your base, that's technically an area a deer has never been before. So don't be surprised if you see one up on your porch. I know I won't be surprised. I'll be thankful, because as far as what it's looking like the use for adhesive, we're going to definitely need the deer to come around, because a deer is needed to make adhesive. So but always collect these packages. If you see one, ignore animals, ignore everything, go straight to it. It will not stay there. It will disappear. So having said that, I could also walk right back to my base right now and probably see a package 3 feet from it, even though I just looked there previously and there was nothing. There's a package. There's another one to the left. A lot of times the ferocious animal will be close to it, so just kind of wait. Squat down, of course. I wish we could throw a rock or something and get its attention. Nope. Yep, that's a warning growl. That's all I need to hear. 2 packages back there behind me I can't get because of a bear and a wolf. There's another wolf in the water. Let's go back this way. There, he's warning me again. Jumping in the water will not save you, by the way. Matter of fact, it'll probably kill you faster because they can move faster. That goes for deer, wolf, and especially, believe it or not, cougars. A buddy of mine learned that the hard way. Running from a cougar, jumped in the river, or jumped in the pond. It's really more like a lake. And that sucker got to him a lot quicker than if he just ran. Here's a package and a medicinal plant. Medicinal plants will also disappear, so will the fiber plants. They'll disappear and they'll reappear somewhere else. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Give me the cordage right there. Scrap metal, 4 nails. Love it. Again, that's a wooden container. They contain a little bit more than your fabric ones. I must be close to the up north mountains. I mean, I know I can see them in the distance, but it's 9 degrees Celsius just where I'm at. And that's standing in the sun and running. He does plan to make running actually affect it to where, you know, you build up obviously body heat, friction, so you do get warmer. Let's go this way. Yeah, I think up to our right, if we keep going that way, it's just going to get colder. Oh, it's 12 degrees Celsius now. Over time, he will start thinning out the packages. The packages on the ground, the containers on the ground, preferably, they're only here in this game for balance. That's it. I mean, you know, there's only so many things out in the woods you can find nails in, so he brought up the thought of containers to contain those things. So as he has more items or structures naturally in the map that we can get nails from, or we can get gunpowder from, or what have you, packages or containers will start to decrease. There's our food. Get it and go. Yep, Mr. Wolfie saw us. We had circled back. We're back at our water source. Our base is off to the left, I think. No, we're not. Okay, we got to go around that corner right there. Oh, there's a wooden... Oh, yeah. Dang, I just stayed standing on the water from that. I am going to have to go through and collect kelp. I haven't done it at all, I don't think, in front of the base. So there should be some down close to the bottom. But I want to get that, again, I want to ignore everything else and get that container before it disappears. Oh, man. That darn wolf. Oh, shit. Maybe we can lead that wolf away. Or maybe a couple of shots of my pistol and a good shot with the shotgun will do it. Oh, am I bleeding? Nope, I'm hurting, but I ain't bleeding out. Hopefully we get some good animal fat from this. Animal fat is our biofuel down the road. Yeah, we got 2 out of it. Yeah, he hurt me, but sometimes you can be continuously bleeding. That's why you have bandages. Come on, is that package, that container still here? Oh, no. I think it already disappeared. See, they disappear quick once they're in view. So you really want to try to go for them. I needed that animal anyways, but it stinks that thing disappeared. Again, they do reappear. Could be somewhere close, but I don't know where that close is. Don't need that chicken. We got meat from the wolf and from the previous chicken, so save the arrows and hell, save the chicken. He'll still be around later on. they don't disappear. Animals don't. They stay in the general vicinity, but again, they are free roamers, so that chicken right there could be on the other side of the map. It's just we won't know because they all kind of look the same. Here's the edge of the map. You can actually catch the chicken. When you catch him though, it still will drop his health down a substantial bit, but he'll be alive. And then when you get an animal house in your base, you can store the chicken in there and feed him and get his health back up. The whole point of that is you can actually breed them and breed them to bring up more chickens. Oh, look there. Right on the corner, some iron. Pretty sure that's iron. Yeah, iron. Iron and potassium, depending on the lighting around you, can kind of affect it to where one looks like the other. Okay, we got some nails. We got some wood. We need to cook that. We'll go ahead and cook that. Dang it, I'll let it die out. So see, now we gotta get a fire starter. And we gotta use a biofuel with it. So see what I mean, how it's cheaper to keep it going with just some wood. Stored chicken inside my container here. Actually cancel one of those because I'll need it for the fire starter. Lovely. Drink this. Yep, that works. Yeah, see, I need to go out in this water, dive down, and find some kelp. I'm sure there's plenty down in it. Not so much around the edges right here, but further down into the abyss. Okay, and fire starter's the last thing. Well, to speed up the process here, we'll do that. Wouldn't hurt to go ahead and make some more sticks. Those are crafted fairly quickly, so wood planks are always needed. I love how I can go off the screen over here. I know that's a little early accessy, but I just like that because, you know, it doesn't limit you. You can just keep crafting and crafting. One thing I meant to mention in the last stream of this is your clothing tab here. Everything on this tab is nearly pointless other than the heavy duty t-shirt, the heavy duty pants, leather boots, and the combat helmet. Those are the things I would save up as much as you can to make, and you won't be able to craft any of these until you're able to melt down your iron ingots into fragments and into other things. And you need a lot of cloth and rope, and the only way to get rope is by killing the cougar. So you gotta ways until you can actually even mess with any of that anyways. Alright, looks good. And ignite. Cook it up. Let's go ahead and get our other container full of water. But the game, as you go about it, will keep you busy. What is that noise? Is that me? Oh. Okay. I was just on the edge of the water, I guess. Golly, I thought something was wading through the water to get me. And while it's still here, these again will disappear as well. If I can reach it. Can I reach it? Jump up there. Whack. Oh, this works. Yeah. Whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes. Now, everything's looking good. I do like this spot. Again, you kind of limit where a wolf can just come in at. Oh, speaking of, got a shell right there, and get that, and make some shotgun shells. Won't be able to make many. That's about it. It takes up a lot. Boom. Sweet. And eat. Go ahead and eat it, even though that may overfill me. No, I almost did. But might as well go ahead and eat it, because again, no refrigerator, can't store it. I don't even have electricity yet, so without those things, you're just going to waste it. It'll rot in your pocket. Alright, he's almost down to the shotgun shells. I almost want to go ahead and get that wolf right there. Oh, also, hunting a deer with a pistol, or even the rifle, will do less damage than a bow will. So it urges you to hunt with the bow. So in a nutshell, that also includes the chickens. You're wasting your ammo and time shooting them with a gun. Shoot them with a bow. Now, for example, the chickens is a one-shot kill with a bow. With a pistol, it's about 3 or 4. And plus the odds of hitting the chicken, period, so. See, I just seen that scrap metal pop up just as we was hitting that tree. Good, looking good. I'm assuming, look at there, right at our base. We were just looking up this way. Ammo. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Load it. Load it up. Now, this won't be my only base, but when you're playing this solo like I am, everything's just going to take longer. So that's why I do some things off camera. Or off stream, whichever you want to say. It's just to kind of speed things along. And if you watched every little thing, now if I did a co-op session and I had somebody else, then I would probably stream it all, just because that way it's faster. You know, the whole gaming process of this game is faster, but also because you just never know what could happen. Your friend could come running in to the base and have a bear right behind them. So. But on solo, you can pretty much take your time and do it to your preferred gameplay style. So, which really, if you don't take your time in this game, it's going to destroy you. That's a level 2 wolf. I got his attention, I think. Yeah. I'm bleeding now, so right click and bandage yourself. And that's it. Now, not just bleeding, but you can also get sick. If you get sick, that's a whole other ball game right there. You have to make a medicine, and that medicine can only be made with a kelp, and there you go, a raw liver. If you don't have a raw liver, then you're going to stay sick, and you're going to keep having to work on your health constantly. Oh, there's a package just off to the right, a cloth one. Let's jump over here to it. Nice. Alright, cool. Thank you. There's another one right over here. With another pissed off wolf. Okay, I'm getting tired of y'all being around my packages. Ah, he didn't get to touch me. But I've already used up a good bit of my shotgun shell, so as far as shooting, there's no target practice in this game. You just shoot when you need to. only when you need to. Absolutely need to. Once I get the base built to the way I want it, I'll probably be able to take out most of these animals if they come up to the base with a bow, just by simply getting them stuck to a certain spot and keep bowing them outside the window. It's a bit of a process, but eventually I'll be able to show you. Again, of course, I know me collecting wood is grinding and annoying. I have to completely agree, but it's your main vein in this game. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Oh, 2 packages down here. There's gotta be a beast around them. Well, not really. Do it. Seeds. I did get fortunate enough and found a medicinal plant seed, which will definitely come in handy later on. So keep all the seeds you get. They are life-saving. And again, you get the grub from trees as you're cutting them up. Very seldom what you do. I've never even caught the moment when I picked one up. I just end up seeing it later on in my inventory. Oh, the containers and such can also spawn up on rocks, and I mean at weird angles too. They can just pop up randomly up on the side of a rock, stuck to it like Spider-Man. There's one. Up on a rock, but it's just on the top of it. And if you start seeing things spinning out around your area, then eventually you're just going to have to go out into the unknown. For example, across this river here, you see those 2 packages. Let's see if they're there by the time we get there. Oh, and it's a hard habit to break, but don't hold the run button down. It doesn't really help in the water, and you're just using up your stamina. It was a hard habit for me to break. I kept wanting to do it, but don't do it. See there, we wandered a little further than we normally do, so there'll be a little more containers, fibers. Oh, very nice. I took a screenshot, it's on my website, of the containers that have locks on them. Those are your most highest end containers you can find. But you have to have a BCU and craft a lockpick in order to get into them. And the lockpicks are a little expensive, but you usually get your materials back and then some. I think there's a lock container right down here, which is ironic because they're... Nope, that's not one. I was going to say, that would be ironic because they're rare. I don't think I've ever really even noticed this sandy area. I'm sure I've came across it, but just didn't pay no attention. But this is a pretty open area right here. But to me, that means you're giving the hunters or animals a full 360 advantage to come into your base at any angle they want. So I don't know how much I like that. You can also build up on top of these rocks too. You can build anywhere. Anywhere you can be, you can build a base. I love that about this game. But here's the pickle. We ventured out, and we've done well, but I thought I saw something. But it's already starting to get a little dark. And again, you can freeze yourself to death. Naturally, we could just simply build a campfire and sit here beside it and we'd be fine, but I think I do have some meat in my inventory anyways. I want to cook. As much running I've been doing, I'm going to need to do that. Now the map kind of looks the same everywhere to a degree, but believe it or not, the more you play it, the more you do start realizing things like, okay, I've been here before, I know where this is at, and so forth. It takes time, but eventually it starts to happen. And leave yourself landmarks like a campfire, or even just a base with a foundation and a wall or something random. It would be kind of cool if you made it to where we can have signs, so we can label chests, and we can label certain areas, like even have a sign that says this way with an arrow pointing so you know which way you need to go, kind of thing. I wanted to grab that and this. Okay. But your stamina usually lasts a good while, as long as you keep fed and so forth. Your stamina will stay going. I mean, you see how much I've been running. Look, there's a container just on the other side. It's next to a wolf. Let's see, can I go ahead and quickly start this? Dang, I didn't mean for it to die again. Uh-oh. I might need to make some biofuel. Yep, unfortunately I do. Once it makes that one biofuel, we'll be able to make another fire starter, and while it makes the rest of this stuff, I'll go get that other container. Let's just go ahead and hit that to craft. Good. We'll eat those. Put that up, 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 that up. I'm sure I'll use some of this stuff later, but I really want it put up right now, so if I die, I don't have to go on a crazy adventure to find it. Is that container still there with a wolf right beside it? Damn. I can't see nothing either. Can't have a torch. Now I do have a light, but I think he's moving away from it. Where did it go? There it is. When you get up and run, like, you can squat down and get a lot closer to them, but once you get up and run, they know something just happened. Ignition, fuel. Okay, I don't have any meat on me, that's fine. I need to have it ignited anyways before I freeze to death. This chest is starting to get full. There's my light, by the way. You start out with one, but I just can't stand them because it makes such a blue glare. It's actually kind of hard for me to see. We'll throw this on the cooker. Yummy. Sweet. Let's go ahead and drop down on 2 arrows. Now, I can't remember if it actually just gives us 2 or 1 for each craft, or does it give you like a couple? Let's see. Okay, it gives you 2 for each craft you do. That's cool. I think I can make like 1 more shotgun shell. Yeah. Doesn't seem like much, but 1 can go a long way. I've hit a wolf with 1 and it's killed it dead, depending on the level of that wolf. Again, as far as the... What was that? Was that a bear? You know what? It wouldn't hurt. I'll do a circled one. And again, I can't do any glass yet, but fortunately I'm going to do a door and the doorway. Alright, we got some things coming up. I heard something, and it's close. If I'm standing right here and it growled at me like that, that is really close. And as we get further along, you'll be able to see better at night because we'll have more lighting on the base. We'll also have generators and all sorts of stuff. There's a lot you can craft in this game. You just can't see it yet. Oh, shit. What is he doing? Okay, good boy. Holy mofo. Come on, walls, I need you. I'm gonna have to get more nails too so I can build some more. Nails are just going like water. They're just disappearing. I'll do that. I do like them windows, as you can tell. I mean, hell, when hunters come up, you can always duck back behind them. So they're kind of like, they serve as a few purposes when they're just windows. No need a window for right here, though. We'll just be looking at a rock. I would like to do another door right here, though, instead of that wall. Let's see. Yeah, I need 10. Well, I mean, I need 7 nails, but it takes 10. Wow, that's expensive. Dang. And as you switch from full to doorway to quarter, those change. See, it's only 5 nails for a quarter. I do have enough ammo to kill that bear, but oh, I can stand right here and get warmer. We'll need to do a little staircase right here, so we can just run straight up in. Faux show. Got plenty of wood. We've been doing good on the wood, but I don't want to get stuck having to jump up and down to get in here. And another doorway right here would be nice. And then I love about this game is you can move structures you built. So I could actually put this window wall over here and then put a doorway over here if I wanted to without destroying the wall. It's fantastic. I love that. And we'll do a temporary, this is why I want a doorway right here too. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? No! Okay. I thought he was going to come along the edge and drop down in here. It's happened before. Not here, but at another location. Gosh, bear, what are you doing? See, wolves, as long as you're on your base, they'll run opposite of you. Bears won't. See, I don't have any nails with me, do I? Nope. I was going to build just one more wall if I absolutely had to. And what I might do, okay. What I might do, let's see, let me think. I forgot what. Go to controls. End and delete. Well, I'm going to have to change these. Oh. Does that work? Yeah, that'll work. So what we'll do here is you can move it. No, I don't want to disassemble it. Oh, why can't I move it? Do I need it to be a different button? No. Maybe. Maybe that'll work. Nope. Do a different one. Instead of slash, we'll do, underscore. There it goes. Wait. Yeah. Alright, so see there, you picked it up. Thunk. Move it. Okay, that's just for now. We will put a doorway right here, but at least then I got some access to the water. Nice waterside beach property right here. Oh, container way out there. Fuel real quick and go. Plant. There's a plant by the water. Oh, plant right there. Those fiber plants are hard to see, guys, so just keep looking around. They are there. I saw some people complaining in the forums that there's just not any around, but they are. They're hard to see. They can be. Some of them are on the sand, like this one is down here, and it's quite obvious to see, but oh, it already moved. No, it didn't. Oh, medicinal popped up. Sweet. Let's go down here and check the peak. Yeah. Haven't been over here that much, even though it's close by, so I expect there to be something. And a chicken's down here. But that's mostly what this stream was for. I didn't put like an episode number on it or anything. But it was mostly, I wanted to show some of the updates, because he's throwing out some great updates. He's spending a lot of time on this game, and he's really trying to get it up to par, and he's doing a great job at it. So I really wanted to show that. And of course I'm going to show just some gathering and what I've done so far. Making sure that bear ain't down here. One moment. All right. And that's here's something. That's the gist of what I wanted to show so far, of what he had going. And I mentioned ladder hatches, claymores, the autosave disable, the staircases and such can now be armored, adhesive, glass structures, deer, and that's just for the April update. So, of course, he's got a lot more planned to happen. It's just getting around to all that. Oh, we still need to get... I'll do this off camera, though. It's just going to make me swimming around a lot, so... Alright. That all looks good. Uh-oh. Mr. Wolf is trying to... See, I got in here. Now he's taking off. He was trying to get me, but the moment you get inside of your base, it kind of resets them and they just run off. Alright, we might try to look at... Oh, we have tomato seeds and medicinal plant seeds. Now, if I plant 2 of these and they grow, I collect from them, I'll probably have 4 tomatoes. So you would eat 2 and save the other 2. What is that? Oh, rotten meat. That didn't last long. But alright guys, I'm all-nighters. Keep a check on the website. Keep looking at for the updates because I'm going to post them up there too. And along with the recipes for some of the new things added in. So keep a check on it. Until then, I'm just going to collect some more fiber plants. Because they are just non-stop popping up. Randomly everywhere. Of course, I see a package right here, and there's going to be an animal that wants to walk around close by. Ah. See, it can be a long process just to get one thing, but sometimes you just have to go up, circle all the way back around to get their attention. And then come back down onto that package before it disappears. Somehow I got his attention again. Unless it's a different bear, which it might be. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Cool. Nope, that was the same bear. Oh, copper. Copper's hard to come across. I think that's the least of what I have is copper, but it's really needed as we progress into this. Oh, there's a locked chest. Dang it. I was really hoping to do it closer to the beginning. I'll put more info on my website about these. But yep, there's a locked chest. It won't stay there, of course. It will disappear like all the others. But so we won't get that one. You just gotta be patient and we'll get the other ones that come in the future. Whoa day.